Well, hello and happy Wednesday, everybody. I am wanting to give you a little update. I've read through all of your introduce yourself assignments that you have turned in and given you some feedback about those. And one of the ongoing comments that many of you made was worried about staying on top of the assignments in an online class. So I wanted to give you a little reminder. Today is the 17th. It's Wednesday, and we're in week 2. And assignments will typically be due on Thursday, especially the discussion board assignments. And you need to make sure that you post your comments by the due date. So that means that you need to do the assignment and post your comments by the due date. That's when you turn it in. I will give you 2 days to respond to a discussion board. After 2 days, the discussion boards are going to close and lock, and you can't go back at that time to do the assignment. So what I'm talking about here, let's look at what's happening this week. Here we are. The class is organized by modules. And the week 2 module, January 15th through the 21st, is here. Under the What to Read and Watch section, you'll see that there's a reading guide for Chapter 2, a reading guide for Chapter 3. That's what you're supposed to read this week. It's a heavy lifting week as far as reading the chapters. And in each of those chapters, it tells you these are the things that I would like you to know and focus on. So as you are doing your golden lines, which is a way for me to check that you're doing your reading and a way for you to digest the reading, what is happening in the reading. So you will see that these are the things that I want you to look at. Also, something I want you to keep track of is this terminology journal words. And I'm going to come back and I will post a little quick video about the terminology journal. So that's the chapter reading guide and what that looks like. Each week in this section, what to read or watch, those are things that you need to read and you need to watch. If we were in the classroom, we would be discussing this reading live, and we would be discussing your golden lines every single day in class, and you would be viewing various PowerPoint presentations. Also, there's a video that you're watching this week. And where that video comes in is in this section about what to discuss with your peers. Here we have a discussion board. It's called Who Am I? A TED Talk discussion. You'll see that's the same name as this video link posted above. Let's look at the discussion. So here's your assignment, right? This is what I want you to do. And you can see my screen now, so you can see that only one person has actually done this discussion, and that means that they're waiting for their classmates to comment so they can finish their assignment. All right, first thing that you do, I want you to read Chapter 2 in order to complete the assignment. Then I want you to watch the video. It's very short. It's only about 3 minutes. It's not going to take you a long time. And then before you do the discussion, make sure that you read the guidelines. There are requirements for how much you need to write in your discussion posts and how much to reply. I want this to be a discussion. If you were in a classroom having a discussion with someone else, what is it that you're talking about? You want to deepen the discussion that you're having here. This is not a text message discussion that maybe you write a couple words or a couple lines back and forth. This is an academic discussion. Pretend you're in a real classroom. So, in the video, you're going to watch the video, and then I want you to discuss what were some influences that he talked about. He's talking about who am I? Right? And who influenced who he was. This part is about the video. The next part talks about in the textbook Essential Communication. Okay, that's your main textbook for this class. It's talking about your self-concept, right, is a stable set of perceptions, what you think about yourself. It's who are you, what makes you you. So this second section right here, this you're talking about yourself. The first section you talk about Patel. The second part of the question, you talk about yourself. What makes you you? What are the characteristics? And I'm looking for the characteristics that are coming from, you're answering these questions on page 30 in your textbook. You're asked, this will be about social characteristics, physical characteristics, culture, all those things that make you you. You cannot answer this question correctly if you have not read the textbook, right? Then I want you to think about, where did all of this come from, right? This comes from our socialization. This comes from how we're brought up, where we're brought up. So you need to read that section in the book in order to answer this. Then you've completed the very first part of this discussion post. You must use terminology from the chapter to support your beliefs. You can't just throw something out there. You need to also come with some sort of backup, some sort of substance. Use the terminology from the chapter. Show me that you understand how to apply the chapter readings to your real life. You can see that there's a link for how I'm going to grade this rubric right there. How I'm grading this assignment, sorry. And then, make it easy on me and yourself to show me that you're using the terminology. Put it in bold, underline it. This makes it easy for me to read. And then as you're going back to check your work, it also makes it easy for you to say, yes, I have met the requirements. All right? So your initial discussion post is due Thursday by 11:59, right? So that's pretty much midnight on Thursday. You must get your initial post in. And then you have 2 days to respond to 2 of your peers. Okay? Actually, look, I've even given you more than 2 days. All replies are due Sunday before midnight. Okay? So you first make your post on Thursday, and then you come back and you reply to 2 other classmates before Sunday night. Always respond to 2 peers. If I don't put it in the assignment, you are still responsible in discussion board posts to respond to 2 peers, unless I write differently. Okay? That's part of your grade. So hopefully this helps you understand what you're supposed to be doing for this TED Talk discussion. So if it's already Wednesday, you have until tomorrow at midnight to get your initial post done. Okay? Hopefully that helps you know what's going on this week, what assignment is due as far as the discussion board. Additionally, by the end of this weekend, you're going to be doing Golden Lines. And then there's a journal. The journal is the assignment for Chapter 3. Right? Who am I? That's talking about Chapter 2. Journal 1 is Culture and Adapting to Others, and that's about Chapter 3. Okay. So please, again, email if you have any questions about these assignments, but I wanted to give you an update and check in and make sure you know what's happening in this week. Have a great day.